Good day, people. I am Akimboyewa Emmanuel. I will be your instructor today. Once again, good evening. Now, today we are going to be considering the topic called internet browsers. Again, internet browsers. I repeat again, internet browsers. Now, we have lesson objective, and I need those things to be at the back of your mind as we proceed in this lecture. At the end of this class, I expect each and every one of you to understand what is internet browser and also what email is all about, and to state examples. To know the various types of email service provider. I repeat again, at the end of this class, students should understand what is internet browser and email is all about, and state what examples. 2. Know the various email service provider. Know the various email service provider. Introduction. Now, what is internet browser? Like we all know, we cannot access the internet without a browser. So a browser is one of the most important tools we need to use when accessing the internet. It's an important tool we need when accessing the www. Let's proceed with what we have on the screen. Internet browser, also known as a web browser or simply a browser, is a software program that is used to view web page on your computer. Now, when we talk about internet browser, that program, that particular program in code that we use to access the content of what we have on the web page is what we call a browser. Without a browser, we cannot access the internet. The main purpose of an internet browser is to translate code that computer use to create website into text, graphics, and other feature of the web page that we all use every day. That is to say, the internet browser help us to interpret codes, line of text, objects, or graphics to human readable form. So without the internet browser, we will not be able to access the internet. Again, without the internet browser, we cannot be able, or we will not be able to access the internet. Now let's talk about the first web browser. The first web browser was called the World Wide Web and later changed its name to Nexus, created by Sir Tim Berners-Lee. If you are in the IT world, you should know who Sir Tim Berners-Lee is. He's the first person that created the World Wide Web. It was released in the year 1990 and give people a basic way to view web pages. So we can say he is the father of the www. These pieces of content, including pictures, videos, and web page, are connected using hyperlink and classified with URLs, that is to say, the Uniform Resource Identifier. Now, what we are saying is linking one page over the internet to the other is what we call the hyperlink. When we browse, we all see this symbol right on your screen. If you can see my hand clearly, you can see that anytime you see this symbol on your screen, that shows you are trying to work with with an hyperlink. So when you click on that particular page, it will leave that page and move to another page. That is possible because of the hyperlink. Click on it, and that will take us to the next page, to the next line of next line of action. Then let's now talk about the modern internet browser. Internet browser have developed into powerful tool that let you safely and quickly access the favorite website. Modern internet browser have many useful features. That is, the old internet browser developed by Tim Berners-Lee has been developed and redesigned to give us the modern web world, the modern web browser. Tabbed browsing, for example, helps you to open up many web pages in individual tabs instead of needing a resource-intensive separated word window. Now, what we're trying to say is with an internet browser, we can open multiple pages, multiple sites without each and any one of them disturbing themselves. So the internet browser is an important tool that we cannot do without. Now let's consider some types of internet browsers. If you look right in your screen there, we have the Mozilla Firefox, which is quite common. You also see the picture there. We have the Google Chrome, another powerful web browser. We have Microsoft Edge, the one being developed by Microsoft Corporation, formerly called the Internet Explorer. Then we have the Apple Safari, the one used by your Apple system, by your Macintosh system to access to the internet. I also have Opera. We all know Opera. Opera is common in our Android phone. Opera Mini, Opera Mini, Opera Mini, Opera Mini. Those are different types of internet browsers. They help us to access web content. They allow us to accept web pages that we have over the internet. So if you don't know any one of them, you should know the Microsoft Firefox, the Mozilla Firefox rather. You know the Chrome, and you should know the Microsoft Edge. That is the latest browser coming from the stable of Microsoft Corporation. They are trying to compete with the life of Firefox and Chrome. So they call them Microsoft Edge. Secondly, we are looking at how to create an email. How to create an email. Now, like you all know, the internet has created a lot of opportunities for us to explore. If you ask your dad or your mom, right in the olden days, there we have what we call the post office, where you can go to post letter to a friend in far away places. And after a few days, the person will probably reply you or anyhow you want to do it. But now you don't need to go to the post office again. You can send what we call an email. Now, I want to talk about the email generally. It's just like your online post office, where you can go and send message at a go, and the person will get the message immediately from any part of the world. So as an individual, you should have an email address. You should have a presence on the internet. If you are using your Android phone and you want to properly harness the usefulness of your Android phone, you should have an email address. Creating an email address entails selecting a good email service provider that suits your need. For the purpose of this class, we will be considering Gmail and Yahoo. Those are two popular email service provider. Every Android devices, such as tablets, phones, are likely not to function properly without an email service provider or without an email service properly fixed, installed, or configured to work with it. Then steps to create an email. Number one, there is you open your browser. We all know the type of browser we have, either your Chrome, your Edge, your Apple Safari, your Microsoft, your Mozilla Firefox. Go to your browser, your Chrome or your Mozilla. Then inside the address bar, at the top of your page, you will see a white blank there where you're going to see the address bar. Type in the name of that site you want to go. For example, gmail.com or yahoomail.com. You don't need to put the www. The computer will do that by itself. Your HTTP, which is your hypertext transfer text protocol, will complete the function for you. So if you are working with Gmail, type your Gmail. If you're working with Yahoo, type your Yahoo Mail, not Yahoo, yahoomail.com. From there, depending on the site, you can either say sign up or register. So if you see sign up, you click on it. So if you see register, click on it and fill the necessary informations. Fill the necessary information and accept their terms and conditions. Please take note. Always try to read the terms and conditions. In this part of the world, we don't read terms and conditions. We just click on next, agree, 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 and we submit. Try and read and acknowledge the terms. If you're not okay with the terms, you can decide not to go proceed with the what with that and look for a better one. Else, you click on that by accepting the terms and condition. Then click on sign up and follow the necessary the necessary steps. Click on sign up and follow the necessary steps. You're on your way having an email address of your own. Then the conclusion is internet browser is a program that we use to view web pages on the computer when working with with the internet. That's like, we've mentioned the Chrome, we've mentioned the Firefox, we've mentioned the Safari and Opera. The internet offers many other services apart from browsing the internet. What we are saying is, apart from chatting, discussing with your friend, you can do a lot. You can do a lot of other things on on the internet. You can read books, make research, develop better ways of discussing with your friend, getting good and viable content over the internet. So what we are saying is the internet browser is an important tool that has come to stay, and it's helping us to reshape, helping us to build how we interact with one another when we are on the internet. So take note, without the web browser, you might not be able to access the internet. For further information, also, you can go online, just like, you can make, do some practicals yourself. Now, when we come back to school, the way I do, we'll go online using our multimedia class to interact and see how we run some of these things. You can even visit YouTube to watch some other videos apart from the one I'm currently doing on how to create your email, how to work more on your internet browser. I hope you enjoyed this short video. Have a nice day. See you next